In this video I'll show you the top 22 chord progressions that use sus4 chords, and our first chord progression is 1 1 sus4 1 1 sus4. Suspended chords are generally emotive, ambiguous and intense. Simply moving from a major chord to the sus4 version is very common and showcases the sus sound. Examples of this can be found widely, including in We Can Work It Out by the Beatles and the Indiana Jones theme tune by John Williams. Key of the Door, it's 21 and 1 5 sus4 6. Here's another major chord turned into a sus4. Doing this means that the 1 chord and 5 sus4 share 2 notes in common. This helps to smooth out the transition between them. Hear this progression in We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together by Taylor Swift and True Colours by Cyndi Lauper. A look at some minor key progressions now, starting with 20 and 6 1 3 5 sus4 major 5. In minor keys, it's common to use the major 5 chord borrowed from the parallel major key. In this example, using the 5 sus4 chord provides a pleasing step down to the major 5 chord. You can find this example in Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. In at 19 is 1 3 major 7th 6 add 9 6 5 sus4 major 5. On the face of it, a more complicated progression, but don't panic, just listen to the sound. It has a descending feeling and ends with the 5 sus4 to major 5 move we saw previously. Find this progression in the song Crazy by Gnarls Barkley. Next up is 6 1 7 sus4. Here another major chord is played as a sus4. This focused tension can be used on most chords, so experiment with it in your own songs by swapping in sus4 chords and seeing how they sound. Find this example in This Kiss by Carly Rae Jepsen. Dancing Queen, it's 17, and some Dorian mode examples, starting with 1 1 sus4 5 4. We might be in the Dorian mode, but the same principles and ideas carry over from the major and minor examples that you've seen. Here a simple move from 1 to 1 sus4 provides a real sense of drama. Hear this in the song Sun by Caribou. Sweet 16, and our next progression is 1 5 4 sus4 4. This example introduces a really popular Dorian method, ending your chord progression with the 4 sus4 to 4 change. Here it provides some uplifting brightness after the first 2 minor chords. Listen to this in Criminal by Britney Spears and Girl of the Year by Ali X. Number 15 now with 1 3 4 sus4 4. Strap in for several variations with the 4 sus4 to 4 change. Here the minor 5 chord is dropped for the major 3 chord. This elevates the whole progression, showing you how changing a single chord can transform your songs. An example of this progression can be found in the song Crazy by Seal. In at 14 is a flurry of 4s, 1 2 4 4 sus4 4. Another variation on the 4 sus4 theme here, find this one in the classic Karma Police by Radiohead. Unlucky for some, it's 13 and 1 major 5 1 4 sus4 4. Listen to how the major 5 chord sounds here in the Dorian mode. It's worth noting that I am using simple single or half bar durations in the examples. In the real world, chords will be played for varying lengths of time. Experiment with this in your own progressions to create interesting rhythmic ideas and riffs. An example of this progression is in the Beatles song Real Love. Number 12 is 1 minor 7th, 3 major 7th, 4 sus4, 4. This is an altered version of number 15 with the addition of minor and major 7th chords. These provide a smooth and relaxing ramp up to the 4 sus4. It is always worth experimenting with different chord types to get more mileage from your progressions. For example, changing them up for later repeats of a verse or chorus. You can hear this progression in Ordinary World by Duran Duran. Next is legs 11, number 11. 1, 3, 7 sus4, 4 sus4, 4. Why have one sus4 when you could have two? Different sus4 chords work well together and create a unified sound. In this example, the 7 sus4 shares two notes in common with the 4 sus4. Listen to this in passive by a perfect circle. Into the top 10 now with 7 sus4, 7, 4 sus4, 4, 1. This progression uses the 2 sus4 chords we saw previously. The interesting thing to note here is that the progression ends with the 1 chord rather than starting with it. Always be aware of where your 1 or tonic chord is, as this will be the focus of your progressions, and moving it around can create different sounds and effects. Listen to this in Freestyler by Bombfunk MCs. At number 9 is 3, 4, 1, 3, 5 sus4, 1. This progression introduces the 5 sus4 chord. Hear it in What You Waiting For by Gwen Stefani. Number 8 and some Mixolydian mode examples now, starting with 1, 1 sus4, 2, 4, 7. Sus4 chords complement the distinctive major sound of the Mixolydian mode, and because of its extensive use in rock music, you'll find plenty of Mixolydian sus4 examples. Here we saw the use of the 1 sus4 chord, like in our first major key example. Find this in Lost and Found by Ellie Goulding. In its 7 is 1 sus4, 1, 5 minor 7th, 5. Another simple example, listen to the smooth minor 7th 5 chord which complements the sus4. Hear this in The Heat Is On by Glenn Frey. Number 6 now, 1 sus4, 5 minor 7th add 11, 4. Another 1 sus4 example here. Don't panic if you're not familiar with the minor 7 add 11 chord. All you need to know is that this chord has all of the notes from the 1 sus4 chord plus 2 more. This means that the change between the two chords is smooth and pleasing. Find this progression in Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters. Next up is number 5 with 4 sus4, 4, 1, major 5, 4. As I'm sure you're aware of now, moving from the sus4 chord to the standard triad is a popular technique across different keys. Hear this example in Lightning Bolt by Jake Bugg. At number 4, 1, first inversion 7, 4 sus4. Another use of the 4 sus4 here, the use of a first inversion 7 chord provides a nice step up to the sus4 chord, which complements it nicely. You can hear this progression in It's My Life by Talk Talk. Into the top 3 now, starting with 1, 7 sus2, 4 sus4, 1. It's common to pair sus4 chords with sus2 chords. You can hear the pleasing sound this produces here, and the reason for this is that these two chords actually have exactly the same notes each. Sus chords allow you to explore these kinds of effects. Hear this in Teardrop by Massive Attack. Missing out on the top spot at number 2 is 1, 1 sus2, 4 sus4, 1 add 9. This is another example of mixing sus chords, creating shared notes between chords and providing a pleasing, coherent progression. An example of this can be found in the beautiful House of Cards by Radiohead. And now, top of the pops at number 1 is 1, 5 sus4, 7 add 9, 4 sus2. Another example of voice leading to provide a unified chord progression. Listen to this in Photograph by Nickelback, and if you want more chord progressions then click on the playlist on screen now.